Hey guys, so I'm making this video to kind of tell you how my appointment went and pretty much what happens your first pap smear. So if you girls have never got one done, you can kind of figure out how my experience was and know that they're not bad, they're not scary, it's really quick and easy. Um, so let's just get right into it. So I went there and I did paperwork like you always do when you have a visit, and that took a few minutes. Um, and then I waited for my name to be called. My name was called pretty quickly. And then I went and had my weight checked and my height checked, and then I went and had my vitals done by the nurse. So this was all done by the nurse. And then, so after she did my vitals, she said that I looked really healthy and that, I'm healthier than what, you know, most people's goal is. So that made me excited that I was actually doing really well with my health, since we all know that health plays a big part of trying to conceive. So that made me excited. And then she just said that the doctor would be in as soon as, I was ready and undressed and had the door ready, propped open or whatever. So I undressed from the waist down. They have like a sheet, like pretty much you would put on a bed, and you just wrap that around you, open the door, crack it, and then sit down and wait for the doctor. So my doctor came in about 10 minutes later, and she kind of just introduced herself and then got right into asking me questions about trying to conceive and family history and all those things that pretty much would make sense for what's going on with me. She's never heard of anything like my situation, so after the pap smear, she actually went to go talk to some other people and ask them if they've ever had that same experience happen. So I'll just kind of run through what the pap smear is for those of you that have never done it and are nervous about it, or just kind of want to know what happens. So you scoot down all the way to the end of the bed and you put your feet on these things that are kind of like paddles across, and then there's this thing that probably is this big, and then it goes in, and after they lubricate it, and then they crank it open, so that they can see your cervix. And since I started Aunt Flo, unfortunately, this morning, so she took these cotton swabs and just cleaned my area really well, my cervix, so that she can get a good sample so I don't have to come back and do it again. So you can get it done, but my periods are really light, so it was easier for her to still do it. If you're heavier, they suggest that you just reschedule. So, anyway, so then she took this little spatula thing, got a good amount of cells so that she can make sure she can get a good sample. And then she took this little toilet bowl brush looking thing. It's like really tiny, but it looks like a toilet bowl brush. And then she put it in there and then kind of spun it around. She said that was the most discomforting part for most people. So that part I didn't feel at all. It didn't feel weird or anything. So pretty much my advice for anybody that hasn't ever got it done is it's not painful. Just lay back, relax, and it's going to be done in 2 minutes. So moving on, what was the result of her talking to other people about what the situation was and searching the medical web? She found out that what she believes I have is reoccurring pregnancy loss, is what the medical term is, and pretty much it just means that you miscarry all frequently. It's reoccurring. You frequently, miscarry. So she said that there could be a few reasons for that. One could be that my body thinks that it's not supposed to be there, and so it attacks itself, so that it's doing its job and keeping me healthy. Or my uterus could be shaped differently. It could be heart-shaped or tilted, which is very possible because my mom and sister both have both of those. My mom's is tilted, my sister's is heart-shaped. So, which isn't necessarily a bad thing because they both have had kids, so I know that I could still get pregnant with that situation, but it's just more difficult, and that would make sense for miscarriages. So the steps of taking care of these things and trying to figure out what it actually is, she's sending me to a different facility to get a ton of different tests ran. She doesn't know what all tests that they would need, so she's actually sending me over there so they can make sure they get everything done all at one day, so I don't have to come back and have different times that I'm stuck, with needles, which is so much better because I don't really like needles, so one day I can deal with it. I don't really want to deal with it every day. And then the other situation, obviously, for my uterus, I will have to do abdominal and vaginal ultrasound. My husband is in radiology, so I'm hoping that we can get him to be in the room, and he can just get that crossed off of one of his things, or he can just learn it. But if not, I'll go through it without him, but I'm hoping that he can be there. That's scheduled for February 12th. They don't have any openings before then, so unfortunately I have to wait a little while. But, at least it's scheduled, and I know that within the next few months I should know what's going on, and we should actually be able to really start trying, knowing everything about what's going on. And then the other facility is supposed to call me within a week or two, hopefully by next week, she said, and then we will set up an appointment to have all that stuff taken care of, blood drawn, test done, and any other things that they think that they need to get done over there. So if anybody's had that situation happen before and wants to give me advice, feel free to. That would be great. But I'm not too worried about it. I'm kind of excited to kind of just figure out what is the problem, or if there is any problem. And yeah, so that's my experience today, and feel free to ask me any questions or message me if you have any more questions on trying to conceive or pap smears. I know I had a ton of questions, and there's not a lot of videos or information that I found. So yeah, subscribe, keep subscribing for those of you that haven't, and continue to watch my videos, and hopefully David and I will be blessed with a little one, and we'll continue to do videos then as well. So I guess we'll just talk to you later. Have a good day or night or whatever, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!